Hi everybody, it's Julie and I am going to be decoupaging napkin onto the glassine bag, and I wanted to show you, so I did this one. These are going to be for my April junk journal, and so I also took the scraps from the guest book that I made for the funeral. I had used the napkin in that, and so those were the scraps, and I've put them on 3 of the tags that I had made, 3 of the scrappy tags, the ones that had the pink. So I have those ready, and so what I'm going to do is I'm using this Mod Podge. It's the gloss. It was my mom. I'm trying to use this up. So I have taken this carrot napkin and I have taken the ply off of it. It was actually kind of hard. I got this napkin at the set of napkins at Joann's, and so I'm just going to go ahead and rip around the carrots, because that's one of the things that I find to be a good way of whatever I'm using becoming one with whatever I'm using. So I'm just gonna make this for my garden journal. I planted carrots on Saturday, and this will be a place that I can keep track of my carrot stuff. I am probably gonna also fold that up, but we'll do that in another video. I just wanted to show you. I'm just gonna go ahead, take some of the Mod Podge and put it onto the glassine bag. This is a bag, it's actually from the cake decorating area of Michael's, and so it's not see-through. It seems to me like they used to be more see-through. So I'm using one that I purchased, and if you'd like to see how I make my own, let me know in the comments down below. I'll do a video about making glassine bags or bags. There's a bunch of different papers that I like to use for that. So okay, so I'm just going to go ahead, continue to get it wet along the top, and then lay it down. Now, you know that I'm not a huge fan of Mod Podge, but I have this stuff out today because I do use it for my DIY stuff. So I had this stuff out for that, and so there we go. We have the bag, and we'll just want to make sure that it's separated here, and it is so cute and ready to have a little something in it. Now I thought it would be kind of fun to go ahead, and I have these bunny napkins from Dollar General. They were from their Easter, and so we want to separate our ply. Sometimes you can just do it with your fingers. You can get it to just separate. So these had one big bunny and a bunch of little bunnies. And I thought it might be kind of fun to put a little bunny down here. Of course, I haven't seen any bunnies this year. I just saw the first gray ground squirrel about a half an hour ago, looking out the kitchen window. I was looking at our little bird that has her nest right here, and she's got it in a lantern in the kitchen window. And you know, it's really windy. That poor thing, her little bed is moving all the time. She's in it all the time. So I'm thinking I could put him right on there kind of coming off the edge. And since I'm going to do them coming off the edge, I'm going to grab this really pretty little flower here, this little yellow flower, and I'll be able to use that somewhere else because I like it. Okay, so let's go ahead, and what I'm going to do is I am going to put glue or put Mod Podge on the spot where I'm going to put the bunny. I'm going to put him down. Okay. And I'm going to come back. Ooh, I think I want to uncover where this carrot is. You don't need that, the white there. Okay. I've only seen the boy bird once, but it's not like I stand here 24/7. But she's out there now all the time. I did see her fly away once when midnight had gone out there. Okay, so I can just let that dry. I'm going to go ahead and walk over here, grab some scissors, and I'm going to go ahead and cut that off. Okay. So I thought I'd throw in a couple of other kinds of videos in between all these scrappy videos. So yeah, so there's that. We can still go ahead and pull this up and make a little pocket there. I think that that's going to be really fun, and I am going to love to have that in my journal. And so my garden journal, I am loving it. It is the journal that I made last year during the Just Junk Journal Challenge. It was the January Just Junk Journal Challenge. I'll put the link right up there at the end of the video, and so that you can check it out. But I am using it. I used it last year. I love that the notes are there, and then I can just use it again this year. I see a couple places that I might have missed. If you end up seeing bubbles or whatever, you can also pop them. Get some Mod Podge up in there. The wrinkles don't bother me, so I just want to make sure that, there we go. Okay, so I have that one. I did the same thing for this one. This will go, like I said, it'll go into my April challenge journal, and one of these tags will fit right in there. So I think that that's going to be really, really fun. And I've added just the roses to 3 of these. I was just trying to use up the scraps. Like I said, remember, this is one of the pocket ones. I think I have one more little scrap. I might add that to the back now that this is dry. Ah, that had the butterfly. Oh well. Butterfly's gone. It was, okay, there's the little yellow. Let's see. Ah, we have just a little bud, but we have a butterfly. You know, I think it's fun to have like a little surprise on the back of a tag, or like inside of a card. And so I think I'm going to just add this piece. Okay, I think I might need to go out a little more. Okay, I'm going to just line this right up on the edge here. I love that there's that little butterfly right there. Okay, so there's that, and I'll let that dry. And then this one has just this little bud. We happen to have this little area that has this going on right down here. I think we'll just put that, and we'll line it up also with the edge I hope you can see that. We'll line it up also with the edge. Okay. Okay, so I am putting together another one of these little bags. This will be for my Peter Rabbit journal that I started quite a while ago. And so, you know, the bunnies and the carrots and the stuff was out. So we'll go ahead and we'll add the carrots to this bag and add the bunny like we did for my garden journal. So if you have an upcoming project that will be similar or the same, go ahead and I would go ahead and make it while you got it out, because I know where the Peter Rabbit stuff is, and I can just go add this. I did also just get that magazine that came with the Peter Rabbit stamps. Okay, I got some underneath there, so I was able to fix that bubble. Okay, now let's go ahead and we'll put our bunny on the side. I already took his yellow flower off. Remember, napkins are very fragile. Okay, and then I want to get the rest of the bag so that it's all glossy like this one. So here we go. And I will have that ready for when I pull out the Peter Rabbit journal, and I will try and have that playlist in the description box down below. Got a midnight hair. Okay, there we go. And let's make sure that that's down really good, and then it makes it easier to take that off. If it's really wet, it's easier to tear it. Just be really careful when you're around like the ear. Okay, and then we can come back and fold it down, and I want to make sure that I did not close the top, and I will be able to go and set that down and have it waiting. I also have a guest check, and I thought we could go ahead and put a bunny on here. It's facing in the other direction, and I can put that in with my Peter Rabbit items as well. If you like to do home decor with napkins, I have several napkin home decor videos on the Dear Julie Home and Garden DIY channel. And so check that out. And okay, I'm going to cut the bottom of this guest check off. And this is going to be, it's going to need to be backed. It's very, very flimsy. It's just paper. Okay? But I have, oh, what am I doing? Oh, you know what? We could put this, I have envelopes. Maybe we could put this on an envelope. Okay. That's what I did with the rose. I did a rose on one of these. You know, we have the extra yellow flower. Let's go ahead and add the extra yellow flower up here. I'm trying really hard not to have a bunch of scraps left over. So this will just be the base. I'll come back and I'll probably add something else to this, but while I'm out, you know, while I have the decoupage out, why not assembly line and get some things going? Trying to think if I have anything daisy or fairy, because those are the other journals I have coming, plus the April Showers journal. Okay, well, we'll let that dry, not on that glue spot. Okay, so vintage envelope here. Let's go ahead and this brush is from the Dollar Tree. I love this for applying. It gives me a nice coat, but not super thick and not super thin. I've had it dry kind of fast a couple times, but now that I know that, I'm getting better. Okay, I'm gonna okay, and of course it would have been easier to put this on without all the stuff on the top, but that's okay. This way it's backed, it's totally ready. I might want to add some of whatever fiber or that kind of stuff that I'm using on or ribbons that I'm using. But there we go. Okay, so these will go into the box for the Peter Rabbit. And I'm thinking we could go ahead and do another carrot. Okay, I have a couple of Project Life cards. And so I think we can go ahead and just, this will give me a couple of Project Life cards for the Peter Rabbit journal. The one thing I always end up getting down to the end and needing just a few more things. These won't, they'll still be relatively flat. So that's good. And I wish I remembered more about the Peter Rabbit journal. I don't remember if it's grungy or if it's, I think it's got a little golden book, so it's probably not. Well, plus, you know, I don't do a whole lot of distressing and that. Okay, so there we go. Got a carrot. I like that. I'm going to go around another one. I'll just put the other piece of this carrot with this stuff, and so that when I go to work on that journal, I'll have some carrots to use. Doesn't that look nice? Okay. Go ahead and get the whole card covered in gloss. Okay. Okay, so we have 2 carrot cards. to go with those. So it's kind of if you've got an idea of what you've got coming up, it helps with your assembly line sometimes. Okay, there we go. I'm pretty happy with that. We're going to need to clean that off. But we've got these right here made and ready for the unfinished Peter Rabbit journal. Remember, I also made one for my garden journal. How fun. How fun. We still have this guy. And I should probably just go ahead, maybe I'll put him on a bag and I can maybe use him for my Easter. Or I can use him in the garden journal if any bunnies show up. We might not have bunnies because of the dogs. And there's dogs on both sides of us, so there might not be any bunnies. And our dogs are all over our yard. So usually I will have seen one. Usually I'll see a bunny before I'll see a squirrel. It would be funny to look out there right now and see one in the yard. But I don't see one. Okay, so I'm just ripping around this. So I am a napkin collector. I have so many napkins. I do have sets of napkins in the shop, and have a new set going in. Here's the napkins I just added to the shop. Okay, so that is the spring assortment, which has 3 guest size napkins, and it has 10 of the assorted beverage napkins. I think this is going to be a really fun assortment of napkins to be able to use. And just showing you, those ones have different. And this one is a little bit different on its sides. Okay, so there you go. Enjoy. These are available now on the Dear Julie Julie Etsy shop. All 13 come packaged and they are ready to send. Check out the link in the description box down below. Okay, so there we go. There's our little bunny. I think we'll set this one up high also so that we can possibly make the bottom pocket if we want to. Okay. So we're going to go ahead and prepare our area that we're going to put our little bunny on. The never-ending decoupaging video here from the person that doesn't ever decoupage. Usually I only decoupage for DIY. Okay, so but I do like to decoupage on the Glassine bags. So usually I do what I call dry decoupage. You see me do that with the Tombow Mono liquid glue or with fabric tack. Okay, there we go. This helps hold it down. It attaches to each other. Pretty little bunny. Reminds me of my Olive. The face on this reminds me of Olive. Make sure that I get a good amount on this edge so that I can either have it go around to the other side, or I can pull it off or cut it off. Okay, I've got other napkin on my fingers again. Okay, there we go. We've got another cute little bunny, and that will probably go in my stuff. It also could go in the spring journal that I have started that I haven't finished. So yeah, I think this is really, really fun. So one for that, one for my garden. And then these are for my April journal. I also put part of the napkin on a paint chip, and I'll be fixing that. I picked up paint chips because I am hoping to paint the living room, and so I picked colors for that. So these are my scrappy tags that I also embellished with napkin. What's your favorite? I just think it's fun. It was fast, and I think it's all going to be really useful. I will put the playlist for the January Just Junk Journal Challenge, where I made my garden journal, right up there. And I will put a Peter Rabbit video so that you can find what I have started. It'll be right up there. And another napkin decorating video. Find something to celebrate every day. Have an amazing day. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye. Bye-bye. And there they are. Gray squirrel.